Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on the channel, where today, as we're sort of coming towards the end of 2021, I wanted to discuss 10 cool things that I discovered about LEGO in 2021. Now, some of these are going to be really stupid, some of these are going to be really, really deep, and some of them are going to be everywhere in between, so I hope you have it in you to discover something new today as I talk you through 10 things that I found this year. First up, at number 10, the Creepling on the 18 plus box art changes between sets. Now, it seems sort of obvious that the Greebling would be themed around the sets, but it changes more than you might think. For the NES, this grey one in the middle, the tiles were a lot smoother. However, with a lot of them, they're more plated. For example, the Taj Mahal contains elements like the gate and grill elements, which of course appear in the actual Taj Mahal set in the model. And for the Winnie the Pooh set, you've got more leaves and birds elements sort of representing that you're building a tree. I wonder how this will develop over time, and as we see more licenses appear in 18+, I wonder what sort of elements we'll see in this monochrome Greebling style. Number 9. These LEGO Mario prototypes exist, and I hadn't seen these until this year, and I think they're really, really cool. I found them online. There's only 3 of them. There's one for Bowser. We'll go take a closer up look. First up with Yoshi, you can sort of see in the distance there was a really wide Yoshi, and then there was a really cynical looking Yoshi, and I'm talking about the second and third one back. But it seems so crazy to me that these guys were like this, when now what they're like is so almost iconic, I guess. Like, they look so much better. But you can also see some similarities with the design that stayed consistent over the whole period. For example, Yoshi's head on the second variant has pretty much remained unchanged, and that's really, really cool. Toads look absolutely terrifying as well. If you look at that second piece back Toad is sort of a monstrosity, really. What is he screaming about? And I'm really glad with what we ended up with, considering how horrifying some of them looked. And that is no more true by Bowser, who sort of looked a bit like Donkey Kong. Now, I actually quite like the furthest back Bowser. I think he looks sort of alright, but that second to front Bowser is terrifying. I mean, look at him. That is horrific. And overall, I think these were really interesting, and I just thought I should share these because they're really, really cool. Number 8, we're in a new era of building. Have you noticed how LEGO sets keep improving? I think 2020 and 2021 sort of mark a new era for build techniques where we've sort of shedded behind the mid 2010s sort of techniques, and we're in a new era. And specifically, the ones you're seeing on screen really personify this. So the fact that Brothor's New Asgard even exists, the techniques in the pickup truck are 10 years of refined car techniques. The sculpting on Hedwig is incredible. The sculpting on the Infinity Gauntlet and Chrome Gold pieces is also incredible. Typewriter, a wonder of system technic engineering. The Space Shuttle Discovery looks so incredible and is such an improvement on the last 20 years of Space Shuttle Discoveries. The T2 Camper is incredible as well. And then the Titanic. Can't you just tell we're in a sort of a new era of sets at this point? Number 7, there's a little cameo in the world map. Now, while you can't see this in the world map or any of the alternative build ideas when watching an interview with the designer on a Beyond the Brick live stream, one of the prototypes for testing with the world map includes a little cameo from our favourite friend, Junkbot. Nothing else to really say, just something I wanted to point out. Junkbot was on a world map at some point. Number 6, the Golden Hedwig. Now, I've talked about this one on the channel before, but never in depth. Across the golden figure line, you get a lot of golden figures which really sum up all the important characters in the Harry Potter series. Now, one thing that struck me as missing to begin with was Hedwig, Harry's faithful companion throughout the books and movies, and I thought it was sort of upsetting that we didn't get a golden figure for Hedwig. Except we did. They just don't want you to think we did. For Dumbledore's podium in the Great Hall set, you can see they used a Hedwig mould in gold to represent the podium that he stands at. However, this is practically just Golden Hedwig. So, just take it out of the set and you have Golden Hedwig. However, combining the Chamber of Secrets and Polyboo's Potion Mistake, which are obviously two sets which are intrinsically linked because of the Chamber of Secrets and the entrance being in the girls' bathroom, you get between those sets Golden Harry, Golden Hedwig, and Golden Voldemort, which is a great combination and makes up pretty much the entire main characters if you have to really skin it down, which I think is a really nice touch and a really nice combination that I'm sure some planning must have gone into. Number 5. Particularly for fans of the channel for the LEGO Legend of Zelda license, this year I found out that Wes Talbot, creator of the Iron Knuckle Encounter custom set on Ideas, Design the Bookshop. He works for Lego. I didn't know this. This is really, really cool as it means we have a Lego Zelda champion inside the Lego group. And if anyone was going to work on the license, it would probably be him. So does that make Lego Zelda more likely? Well, if you ask me, I think so. Number 4, copyright dates. I am particularly with Lego Mario because I was looking on his feet. You can see that Lego Mario was copyrighted and patented in 2018, meaning that this guy was in the works for 2 years, and that's only after they settled on the actual design. Sort of incredible to think that these molds have been existing for so long, and no one knew about them for such a long time. Number 3, Bionicle's defeat in the A4 Designer program sort of was sad. There's a lot of Bionicle fans which obviously missed out on the opportunity to have this set appear in Ideas, and Bricklink gave it the second chance, but it was outvoted, showing that while Bionicle has a lot of dedicated fans and it is owed a lot for saving Lego, it's not popular anymore. Don't tell the fans. And I think this really illustrates a point of the changing times. The adult demographic is not enough to win something over, and in particular, it's no longer enough to save something like Bionicle from coming back a second or third time. I think this really shows that the demographic of children in particular is also changing, and how video game licenses are going to play an increasingly important role if LEGO wants to stay relevant with children. Number 2, had some stupid lifestyle images this year. This is just sort of fun one, just highlighting these for people to see. Firstly, what is it with feet? Why do I need to know the scale of the coral reef set? I don't care that it's that small to feet. Like, what's going on there? Secondly, what is this guy looking at? Why is he staring at the bottom of the Seinfeld apartment? Questions. I have so many questions. What is he loving about the bottom? I really don't know. And then finally, the worst offender, the only offender. None of the other mechs do this. What is wrong with the Captain America mech here? Why is it on her shoulder? Why is she holding it like a dog or a child? It's so strange. I'm so confused. And number 1, I found these. Now, across multiple sets, LEGO occasionally does these blueprint models, and I think they are awesome, and I wish they sold them as wall art. Again, I'm sort of just showing them to you to, like, share them, and so that you might get some use out of them, but I really want to print and frame these. I think these are so cool, showing the heights compared to minifigures. Like, knowing that Mario's 7 inches, like, okay, I guess, but, like, just the way it's been done in the style, and I really hope we see this for more sets in the future. I think this is really, really cool, and I thought I should bring it to your attention. Either way, that is actually going to do it for today. We've seen 10 weird things that I've discovered in 2021, and maybe you learned something too. If you want to see this continue next year, or if you enjoy this style of content, as well as want to check out anything else I do on the channel, consider subscribing. Let me know what you guys learned today in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.